Alright, Sagittarius, these are going to be your guidance cards for May 17th through May 23rd of 2021. So energy of the week, you have the World. It's number 29, and the World says that new opportunities are going to open up for you this week, Sagittarius. We are going to clarify. We're going to use the Numinous Astro deck to clarify. Let's see if we can figure out what is opening up for you. What opportunities are coming in? Wow. I love Sagittarius. All right, so Sagittarius, it's you. It says enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, generous, ethical, happy-go-lucky, adventurous. Ooh, adventurous, and I do see the plane. It's possible, Sagittarius, you have like a trip, some sort of adventure, something exciting. It does say traveling and risk-taking on here. All right. Let's see if we can get a message from Spirit. We're going to use the Magical Times deck. I don't know if you guys have noticed the new setup, but I really missed having my cards here. So I had to get the shelf. So that way the cards we use can be up here and you can see them clearly. Yeah, and then I got my cards back. All right, so let's see what message from Spirit. Your energy. Alright, so it's your life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. So Sagittarius, my already super psychic friends. So it says that the world, something is opening up for you, new opportunities. When I ask what it has to do with, of course, you come up. And then, of course, the energy, your life force. I do think it has something to do with being enthusiastic or adventurous. But I feel like when it says receive the power from within, I feel like it has something to do with your own personal, like spiritual abilities. The last, I would say, like month, I've been learning so much about Sagittarius. And it's just very much all about their psychic abilities. And I feel like that is what's happening this week. So that's really interesting because next week we do have that supermoon. And it is a supermoon. It's also a lunar eclipse. So, I mean, lots of big energy coming in. So to see that you're open to this, Sagittarius, and not only open to this, but you have something, I feel like something big is coming into you, like some sort of new, maybe like if you already have like a spiritual ability, like I already know you're psychic, Sagittarius, but like, so let's say your abilities become stronger or more powerful, you start to really be able to like manifest, from within tells me that, you're doing it like immediately. It's something that's opening up for you. It's like a gift being given to you. I feel like most likely it's something you already use and then it's just going to expand. All right, we're going to pull, let's use Rider-Waite for our main spread. This is exciting. I feel really excited with this one. So I feel like with the Voyager card, your Sagittarius card, I feel like it's just saying it's an expansion. It's like it's an expansion of your energy. Of the flowing, like how easily it flows, something like that. Alright, let's see if we can see what the challenge or obstacle is. Wow. I'll take both of them. It does have something to do with your abilities. Okay. Alright, so with the Empress coming out, challenges or obstacles, I feel like it's possible that there's something you don't know about yourself. Maybe you have some sort of like a spiritual ability that you're not, maybe it could have something to do with like reviving your energy too. Alright, so Sagittarius, if you're an empath, or if you just recently learned that you're an empath, I feel like you're not sure how to like re-cleanse your energy. which is weird because I actually just learned how to do this myself. So yeah, I feel like that could be potentially what it's saying here. Like there's something you're not understanding about your abilities or your personal energy, your personal power. The Fool is your lesson already learned that can help you with this challenge or obstacle. And the Fool is that feeling you had when you first learned about like your spiritual abilities. The Fool to me is probably when you first started your spiritual awakening. And it is in your lessons already learned, so this has already happened. So you already took this leap of faith once. So I'm feeling like there's something new that's coming. Something new is flowing in. It's possible that like you're a little, I wouldn't say scared, Sagittarius. I would say more of anxious or I'm getting like unnerving. So I'm not sure exactly what it is. I do feel like it has something to do with love. Yeah, I do feel like it has something to do with love. It's possible it just could be like abundant in love, like where you heal and you learn, you show yourself like self-love, like you give yourself the love that you've been trying to give everyone else. It could have something to do with that. But I'm feeling like it's like an understanding of these spiritual abilities, because the Empress, that's what she represents. This crown she wears represents like her knowledge to all like astrological things, all spiritual understanding. She has like everything is balanced. She knows everything, so she has no anxiety, she has no like worry or anything like that. She doesn't have to have anyone love her, because she knows that love comes, you know, like she has her own self-love. So I'm feeling like that's what the issue is here, Sagittarius. When you first started your spiritual awakening, regardless of how your spiritual awakening kicked off, it's possible that you were more excited when it first started. And maybe now you're not as enthusiastic about it. Your outcome has changed. You have 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands has changed, but it's also disagreements. It could be potentially like arguments. Okay, it's protecting yourself. So the 5 of Wands is like a defense, like she's trying to like hold these people back, and she's got her wand out. It is about like fighting, but I'm feeling like you're trying to protect yourself. So whatever this new ability is, it's possible that maybe you are scared, Sagittarius. Let's clarify. Let's get a little bit more information. I feel like it's almost like you're trying to hold it back. But before, when you started your spiritual awakening, you leaped and you had faith. You were excited. So there's something that's happening that's maybe not so exciting. It might have something to do with traveling. It might have something to do with moving. Might have something to do with going somewhere. It might have something to do with maybe not feeling so happy-go-lucky. But the world tells me this is an opportunity for you. This is a gift, a blessing from the universe. Something is opening up for you that has to do with your energy, how easily it flows, how easily you receive information, how easily you use your own personal power. And that very much is the Empress. So it makes sense that she's here in the challenges or obstacles. The Fool says you've already done it, but the 5 of Wands says for some reason there's like fighting, there's disagreement, there's not wanting to, maybe trying to protect yourself is what I'm getting. Alright, so we're going to clarify with the Witch's Tarot. So for the Empress, you have the 8 of Pentacles. This is something you've been working on. So this isn't new. This could be like maybe something you've been working on and you couldn't get it, or you couldn't understand it, or you couldn't reach like full understanding. Because the 8 of Pentacles says you're almost there. So this is something you've been working on. Alright, and then for the Fool, you have the Page of Wands. So 2 spiritual awakenings here. The Page of Wands speaks about being enthusiastic for your spiritual awakening. So just a big confirmation here. But it says that you went kind of like, okay, so pages are young, new, some people say immature, not to their fullest potential, maybe not fully understanding what they were getting themselves into is what I'm getting here. Oh, wow, Sagittarius. All right, oh, and then for the Five of Wands, you have the Four of Swords. Okay, so the Four of Swords says that you need to lay your swords down. You need to rest. That's what the Four of Swords means, rest. But in the Witch's Tarot, I don't feel like she's resting. Like, you can see she's holding her head. Like, she's still in the Rider-Waite. Like, it's a man, and he's very, it looks like a knight or something, and he's very his arms are placed like across his chest, and he's resting. You can tell he's asleep. This person is still awake. This person's arm is in the air. They're holding their head. They feel like they can't rest. So this could be something that's happening to you at night, Sagittarius. Wow, this one is really different. Okay. Let's do Queen of the Moon. So your Sagittarius Voyager card also says seeking. Philosophical sticks out to me. Of course, adventurous, bareback, unbridled, boundless. So I'm feeling like you're getting some sort of extra ability. It's probably something that you're experiencing at night, maybe in your sleep, and that's why you can't sleep. I feel like you could potentially maybe be a little nervous about it, and that's why you're trying to like fight it off. I do feel like it has something to do with your spiritual awakening, so I don't think it's anything bad, potentially. I feel like it's just something that you're learning, and you gotta have faith, maybe again. And it's something you've been working on for a long time, so especially if you've been working on like your spiritual growth, Sagittarius, and you're really like starting to feel like you have an understanding of what's going on. I feel like there's a little bit more that you need to go. You're not quite there, something like that. And it's possible that this last bit, a lot of times though, when we're going through our spiritual awakenings, a lot of times shadow work is something that we won't do until later. Just the name of it alone, I think, like really pushes people off. But if you know, of course, a lot of you I know, Sagittarius, know what shadow work is. Once you know what it is and you start working on your own shadow work, clearly it's a massive healing, and it's really good, and it's something we should all be doing all the time, right? But yeah, like I feel like it's possible that it's like someone who's reaching this part of their spiritual awakening, and they just don't understand that this is just part of the process. It could be for someone with the Four of Swords, her laying down here, this Witch's Tarot. It very much gives me like a dark night of the soul feeling. So someone could be experiencing that. And that, of course, is very difficult. It's a very difficult part of your spiritual awakening. But it's, of course, if you went through it, there's some people have more than one. I mean, you can't have more than one. But you understand that there's a purpose for it, and there's a reason for it. Alright, so let's do our Queen of the Moon Oracle. We'll do two of them like always. One for the beginning of the week and one for the end of the week. Release. Okay, so release talks about like letting negative things go, so that you can make room for positive things. All right, so the world here, new opportunities opening up to you, being able to receive on this card. Okay, so what I'm thinking is happening here, this could be for someone who thinks they already have everything and they don't want to go any further in their spiritual awakening. But that's not really how it works. We're always awakening, we're always ascending. Once the process starts, we're never fully finished, right? And I feel like you're just needing to release some sort of like belief, some sort of like philosophical belief maybe, so that you can receive in this new spiritual ability and new beginnings. So it's the new moon, which we did just have the new moon on the 11th. We have the super moon at the end of the month, which I mentioned earlier about the lunar eclipse. But new beginning, it just of course says that this is a new part of your journey. There's a new, even if you've been working on your spiritual awakening and you think you've learned so much and you've already done the things and you have an understanding and all that stuff, I feel like there's something else that needs to happen. And as soon as you kind of like release the idea that you're done or that there's nothing else or you don't want anything else, something like that, you'll start to make room for new opportunities to open up. And then of course you'll have new beginnings. Let's end it with a Moonology Oracle. You and your loved ones are safe. It's the new moon in Cancer. So if you're worried, I feel like someone's worried about like children or something like that, especially with the Empress coming out. I think Spirit is just trying to let you know that you're protected. That one tried. Let's see if we can reach it. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Be bold. Make the first move. It's the cardinal moon. I'm going to do one more. Hold your vision. And it's the fixed moon. Alright, Sagittarius, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, if it feels like your tribe, please like and subscribe.